Hey, all, what's up? Okay, I'm doing all right. I have been on suboxone for like 12 weeks, 3 months, and it's going okay. Uh, I don't know. For the past couple of days, I've honestly been doing all right with like cravings and stuff. Um, until like recently, man, I don't know why I do this shit. Like, I I mean, I watch, like, some true crime stuff. I try to keep away from the channels that I think are kind of unethical. Like, I try to listen to people who I think, don't just describe the gruesome details and are sympathetic. Um, but anyway, I don't have to justify what I watch, but I ended up watching, like, half an episode of fucking Intervention, and I should not have done that, dude. Those shows are not for people like me, I think. Um, like, the only time I can watch shows about drugs are when I'm, like, actively using drugs because, I mean, I get so much, um like, FOMO from it, where I'm just like, "Oh, man, I miss that." Like and I don't, um like, I've always said, I'm not gonna be sober forever. Like, the plan is not to never use opioids again, alright? The plan is one, like number one priority, never shoot fentanyl again. That's like priority number one. Um, but I was watching like a recent intervention, which by the way, like I didn't know they still made those. I can't believe people still fucking do interventions. That's so dumb. Like it does not fucking work. But I watched one and there were some kids on fentanyl and I was just like, I don't know, they got to this point in the show and it was like and it started, like, changing his appearance. I was like, "Dude, I look like that guy." Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know. I feel like because I lost so much weight, but I also, like I used to not have these lines, and it must just be from the weight loss. Like, I'm sure it is, but, I mean, whatever. I don't like, what the fuck are you gonna do? I mean, I'm, like, almost 30 years old, so, like, obviously, I have, like, wrinkles and shit, but I'm like when I, like, look at him, this dude on Intervention and first off, he's, like, Mexican, like, I don't know, he doesn't look anything like me, but I'm like, "Yeah, we got, like, the same face, the same fucking glaze," and I think that's crazy. Um but also, like, looking at this stupid 19-year-old, which, by the way, like and that's the other thing too, it's like, it makes me crazy sad to think about 19-year-olds doing drugs. But it's like, when I was 19, I OD'd on drugs. Like, shouldn't that make me sad for myself, you know? Like, when I was in detox, there was a kid using fentanyl, and I was just like, "Damn," like and he was 19, and I was like, "Man, like, that is so sad. He's just so young." And then it's like, well, I mean, I started using drugs when I was 14. I was in fucking detox after I OD'd at 19. Like, what the hell am I talking about? Like, I'm like, "Oh, man." Well, I kept thinking, I would look at him and I'd be like, "Oh, man, like, God, kids these days, that's so sad." It's like, dude, I was kids these days. Like, I just like, I guess maybe benzos is a little better? It's really not. I don't know, like, I don't think being addicted to Xanax is any better than being addicted to fentanyl. Um, I mean, both will kill you, you know, and ruin your life. Honestly, benzos ruined my life way faster than fentanyl. Um, Fentanyl took, like, 2 years. Benzos, I mean, I don't know, within weeks, um, like, my shit was over. Um Yeah, I don't know what this is about, but I shouldn't watch intervention. Like intervention shows about drugs, stuff like that are for um I don't know, maybe this is gonna sound mean. I don't know, people that are fucking lame don't do drugs. Like shows like that are for people that don't do drugs. They're for people who want to discover a life that they will never have and want to like live vicariously through that and try maybe to like understand the struggle. But of course, every show, even intervention, like kind of romanticizes everything. Like when in reality, I think like being addicted to drugs is like I've been more depressed, okay? Like I've been more like generally depressed, but I don't think that I've been like so overwhelmed by darkness and emptiness and hopelessness as I was, especially like the last month before I went to detox. Like I was just like I am like a husk of a human being. And I guess I'm like I was just like I guess I'm ready to give up my life, you know? Like not like I'm ready to kill myself. I'm just ready to give up. That like everything that I've worked for isn't worth this. So, I don't know. That's the story. um Planning to stay off drugs. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely think I like the way I look better now, but I mean, I have had a hard like 2 years, especially like a lot of drugs, a lot of just like not taking care of myself at all. And I think like the fact that I stayed hydrated and like kept going to work and like tried to live a normal life, tried to like live legally, you know? Um like I tried, but I mean, I didn't get a lot of sleep. I didn't eat anything and I just inside just fucking doing drugs. And like I don't know, it just kind of I think I probably look worse. I I probably look like you know, have used drugs for a decade maybe sometimes. Like I look at my friends who haven't and I think that I I just think like I've rapidly aged myself. And I'm not like necessarily mad at it because I do like the way I look. Um it does kind of suck, but there's not really anything I can do about it and I'm not going to go get surgery. So uh okay, whatever. Um yeah, and I smoke half a pack a day. Ugh, which doesn't help. Um Anyway, what the fuck? I don't know. I just made a lot of bad choices and I suppose I'm thinking about it right now. So, all right, peace.